Sabrina Carpenter sings about espresso, but not just any espresso. Today I'll be diving deep into her song, Me Espresso. Some might say this is just a pop song, but no. This song has layers, hidden meanings, and that only a true coffee connoisseur can decode. I'll be analyzing each lyric line by line to uncover the truth. This is probably the most important question I've ever had to answer. What espresso is Sabrina Carpenter really singing about? Now, before we dive in, let's clear something up. Not all espressos are created equal. Some beans are blended and roasted specifically for espresso, each one offering a completely different experience. So when Sabrina says Me Espresso, she's not just talking about any espresso. She's talking about the espresso, the right espresso. All right, first up, we got the lyric, "Say you can't sleep, baby. I know, that's me espresso." Now, what exactly is Me Espresso? This lyric shows up twice in the chorus, so it's clearly important. This isn't just any espresso, it's her espresso. The kind that says, I don't just drink coffee, I am coffee. So let's break this down, baby. This clearly has to be Ilia Espresso. You know the type, smooth, balanced, and just self-assured enough to make you feel like you're achieving something, but you're not quite sure what. It's like your friend who's always well-dressed, but constantly forgets their car keys. Yeah. Yeah, this definitely tastes like someone who knows exactly what they want, but still has 40 tabs open up on their browser. This is Me Espresso. You sip this and suddenly you're a lot more confident about replying to those emails. And I'm not talking about just any emails. I'm talking about the ones from 6 months ago. You know, the ones you've been avoiding because sorry for the delayed response just feels wildly inadequate at this point. That's the power of Ili. It's also a little nutty, you know, like how your brain feels after that third cup of coffee. Because 3 cups in and you're suddenly convinced you could start a podcast. And who knows, maybe you should start one. Everyone's doing it. Next up, she says, move it up, down, left, right, switch it up like Nintendo. This is high energy, fast-paced, chaotic. We're talking about the kind of energy that makes you feel like you've been suddenly transported into a 16-bit video game where everything is happening all at once. So naturally, this can only be Death Wish coffee, the world's strongest coffee. This isn't just a drink, this is a dare. You drink Death Wish because you want to stay awake. No, you drink it because you want to transcend sleep. This is the espresso that makes you feel like you could run a marathon barefoot while also negotiating a business deal and mastering 3 languages all at once. You don't just reply to emails on this stuff, no. You become a productivity legend. You clear your inbox, unsubscribe from every junk email in history, and somehow, you've suddenly got time to start a blog about inbox zero strategies. And it doesn't stop there. Halfway through the cup, you're not just cleaning your closet. Oh no. You're building a closet app. You've got blueprints spread out all over your floor. Suddenly you're coding. You've never coded a day in your life, but here you are, building a wardrobe management empire. Also, I'm pretty sure I could fix the economy now, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Death Wish doesn't just give you energy, it gives you a mission. Next thing you know, you're on the phone with investors, you got business cards, you've got a brand, you're calling it Closetify, and you're pitching to Mark Cuban on Shark Tank, because that's the power of Death Wish. Death Wish coffee, where caffeine meets destiny. Next, we've got that morning coffee, brewed it for ya. This lyric is a classic. This is the kind of coffee that's dependable, reliable, but still has a little bit of boogie. You know, the coffee that says, I have standards. I didn't just grab this from a gas station on the way to work. This is Jamaican Blue Mountain. It's smooth, it's rich, and it's what you serve someone when you're trying to impress them, but don't want to make it too obvious that you're trying to go too hard. You want to say, I care about you, but not so much that it gets awkward. Tastes like paying taxes, but with a smile. This is the coffee you drink before the brunch plans you didn't actually want to agree to. But hey, the coffee's good and you're getting through it. It's also the kind of coffee you order to sound sophisticated, but then you immediately Google it after the barista calls your name because you actually have had no idea what you just ordered. It's fancy, but it's also practical. Like, sure, you're spending $5 on a cup of coffee, but you're also convincing yourself it's a worthwhile investment. Now we get to the line, I know I Mountain Dew it for ya. And look, let's be honest here. This isn't technically espresso, but sometimes you just gotta Mountain Dew it. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, legitimately is sweet. This is for the people who say, forget espresso, just give me liquid sugar in a can or a bottle and make it neon green. Because nothing says I'm ready for the day quite like a radioactive looking beverage. It tastes like teenage rebellion and poor life choices, and maybe just a hint of mild regret. Like that time in high school when you thought bleached blonde hair would make you look cool. It's definitely not espresso. In fact, I'd argue it doesn't even mix well with the other coffees at all. But it's doing something. If I have one critique for Miss Carpenter, it's that this shouldn't be in the song. I mean, neon green sugar water doesn't exactly scream classy espresso vibe, does it? Neon green caffeine is a lifestyle. Finally, we have soft skin and I perfumed it for ya. This is a fancy coffee. It's smooth and it's probably overpriced, but you're okay with it. So naturally, we're talking about a vanilla latte. This isn't just any coffee. This is the coffee you order when you feel like you've got your life together, but deep down, you're still using your parents' Netflix account. Not bad. It actually tastes like scented candles and commitment issues. This is the type of coffee that says, I'm quirky, but also kind of expensive to maintain. It's perfect for Instagram posts with captions like, fall vibes while you're wearing a scarf in 20-degree weather. You know, for the aesthetic. It's sweet. It's a little bit extra. Honestly, it's trying a little too hard, but no one's complaining. So there you have it, the real espresso breakdown between Sabrina Carpenter's song, Me Espresso. Clearly, it wasn't just a metaphor. She was obviously talking about very specific types of coffee. We've cracked the code, folks. Or maybe I'm just overthinking this. Either way, I drank a lot of coffee today, and that's what really matters. Let me know in the comments which espresso do you think she's singing about. And if you enjoyed watching me overanalyze pop lyrics while over-caffeinating, hit that subscribe button. I do this so you don't have to.